Welcome to another JournalNow.com high school football video coaches clipboard edition. I'm Joe Serrera, and I'm joined this week by West Forsyth Titans head coach Adrian Snow. Coach Snow, thank you so much for joining us.
That's what you do.
Thank you. Your team got off to an 0-4 start with a brutal schedule. I mean, there's no doubt you guys played one of the toughest schedules in this part of the state. Your Titans won 4 or 5 to get back into the playoff mix. The one loss was a 3-pointer to a very good Reagan team. What was the turning point for this West Forsyth team when you guys basically started fighting back? I mean, your kids never gave up. That's obvious.
Yep, we kept fighting. We fought the fight all year. Early in the year, we probably had one game I was a little disappointed about how we ended it. Mm-hmm. Overall, every game we came out and we did all we could do to try to get over the hump. I really think the first quarter of the Parkland was a big deal to us. Mm-hmm. I know this struggled, but we came in with the same record they had. Mm-hmm. In the first quarter, we played really good football, and I mean, threw it, called it, did a lot of great things. And it kind of was like our kids realized they could be successful, mm-hmm. and we played really well against them early, and then it kind of snowballed on us, mm-hmm. And like I said, we're 3 points away from winning the last winning 5 out of the last 5, mm-hmm. Away from that game. But our kids have fought the fight the rest of the year. They kept, the Davie game was a big deal. Mm-hmm. Just come off a tough loss to Ray after going through all the troubles we'd gone to, and then to come out in that game and we go down with I think it's right at 3 minutes to go in the game. Mm-hmm. I think it's 3 minutes, and we drive 70-some yards for a touchdown to win with less than 30 seconds to go in the game. It was awesome.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's always some leaders who kind of keep things together along with the coaches when you go through a tough stretch and get you into a stretch like that, like you've had where you're winning and playing really good football. Who've been some of the key guys who kind of kept it together for you?
I think offensively, Ethan Krebs is one of our offensive linemen, done a really good job. Keep good for him and doing well. And then, Cayman Chaplin, he's not a talker, mm-hmm. but he's a doer on offense. Has done really well for us. Yep. He and for us offensively. Defensively, you got a couple people. Caleb David does the right thing all the time. He's going to do what you need him to do. He's been good. Davion Eldridge inside there on the D-line. You got J.D. LeGrant, a couple others that have basically kind of stood up and said, hey, this is what we need to do and how we need to do it. And our kids have, like I said, they kind of they just kept fighting the fight, man.
Mm-hmm. What's this team doing well right now on both sides of the ball?
Right now we're running the ball well. Mm-hmm. And then defensively, I think we're getting them off the field. I mean, we might bend, but sometimes we don't break. So mm-hmm. that's a we forced some turnovers, which is really good. So it's been a positive.
Mm-hmm. This week, you go to Kernersville, huge game to face an East Forsyth team that's rolled through the conference and its schedule unbeaten. What do you see from Coach Willard's team this season? And kind of looking back, you guys have had a great rivalry for so long. How does this East team compare to their 18 and 19 teams that won state titles?
I'm not a big year guy. I know what they are this year.
Okay. Fair enough.
Like going back, remember what that team, this team.
Yeah.
I can tell you, they're very talented. There's no doubt about it. They're playing great defense and they're off weapons. But let's be honest with you, it all comes back to offense, and it's the quarterback. Yep. He stirs the drink, and there ain't no doubt about it. He is really good at getting it where he needs to get it to, when he needs to get it there. And he can't get it there. Maybe the best thing he does is with those 2 feet of his. Mm-hmm. He problems and he battles, and he's a really good player.
Yeah, there's not another quarterback in the state who's thrown for over 2,000 yards and nearly 30 touchdowns, rushed for over 1,000 yards and 15 touchdowns. I mean, when you can, as you say, beat you with the arm and the feet, that's got to make it really hard for defense to prepare for somebody like that. What do you guys need to do Friday night to come back from Kernersville with a win and you're probably in the playoffs, but lock up a playoff spot?
You gotta limit big plays the best you can. you can get him on the ground for a 4-yard gain, get him on the ground.
Yeah.
Because 4-yard gains that you think are 4-yard gains, he finds a way to make somebody miss. He makes them big gains. And big gains really break you back in this game. So you got to try to limit that and go from there. And if you can make them drive the ball, it gives you a better chance. You know, that's a big deal.
Yeah, when a team's that explosive on offense, if you're making them drive the field, sometimes they get a little impatient and maybe they force something, or somebody gets a false start penalty, or you get a little aggressive blocking and you get called for a hold. So yeah, making them earn every point obviously is huge in a game like this. What about special teams play when you're facing a team like them? They had a great punter and kicker on Andrew Conrad for 4 years. They're still good, but they're not quite as good as they were with him.
Out there kicking the ball. They've always been good. The good thing for us is we're pretty good there too. Our kicker, if he's not one of the best, I think he's one of the best in the state. Right now, he's to be honest with you, I think I got the sheet here. He's out of about 40 some kickoffs, he's touched it back over 30. I mean, he's done a great job for it. My short fault. He's 43 kickoffs, 32 touchbacks on the year.
Yeah.
I mean, hopefully he'll limit some touches when it comes to those. He's gotten away from punting really well too. So, that's a big deal. So, again, that comes back to limited touches the best you can kicking the ball.
Yeah, exactly. The ball's going to the end zone, they're not running it back and they're not getting a big play. Exactly. Friday night, Freddie Lewis Stadium in Kernersville. If you want to see a great football game in Forsyth County, that is the place to be. This man, Coach Adrian Snow's West Forsyth Titans, the East Forsyth Eagles. We wish you guys luck in that game and hopefully in the playoffs going forward.
Peace. Thank you.